Everyone here isn't meant to like you. For real. Stop performing for people who might not even be watching you or who might not even care. We get into this loop of people pleasing to the point where it causes guilt when there might not even be a reason to be guilty, when we can't do what people want us to do all the time. And then it comes to beg, should we even be doing what people want us to do? Should we be saying what people want us to say? Should we feel the way that people want us to feel? We are not here to people please. We are here on assignment. And that assignment is to know ourselves and to be in frequency and alignment with the Most High God. And it is to grow every day, living in the present. Every day is an opportunity to live. Every day is an opportunity to remember. Every day is an opportunity to live in abundance. I had to learn a long time ago that alignment doesn't mean universal approval. And having people dislike you isn't inherently danger in itself. To me, it's clarity. Because when people show you that they really don't like you, even if they smile in your face, even if they act like they like you, but they show you that they don't, that is really protection for you. That's information for yourself, your soul to react to. Now, you can choose to disregard that information and continue to interact with those individuals, but that's not really being truthful to yourself, y'all. And I know, like, it's happened to me where I've had long-standing relationships and connections, and I just kept on going around and being with those individuals because I wanted them to like me. I wanted to be a part of the group. I wanted to be accepted, but behavior told me a different story. Their energy didn't lie. So no matter what was said or the formalities that were done, their energy told me a total different story. And then one day I just woke up and I said, enough is enough. I'm not going to lie to myself anymore. And I'm going to create boundaries and protection around myself so that I don't continue to subject myself to anyone that really doesn't like me, because people will keep you close to them. They will keep you around out of convenience, even if they don't like you, just so that they can get what they need from you. The convenience of it, the benefit of it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they actually like you. And that includes family as well as people that you're in relationships to, where they'll keep you close. They will tell you all the good things, but their actions and their behavior don't really show that they actually care. Or they do really mean things to you. They talk about you in front of other people. They try to embarrass you in front of other people. They leave you out, or they talk to other friends and leave you out of conversation, or you always feel like you're getting talked about when you enter a room. Or, there's always like opportunities for other people that they create, but when it comes to you, you're always kind of left out the conversation. These are real examples of where you can see where you might be trying to please people who don't really have your best interests in mind and who are not really in alignment with you. And that is the key word, not really in alignment with your best interest. And because of that, they could end up hindering your flow, right? Your rhythm, your frequency. They can bring that down as well. We need people around us that, one, care about us, two, that are in alignment with us. It doesn't mean they have to like believe everything that we do, but at least we have to have the same principles in terms of who we are. And if they're operating at a lower frequency, like a significantly lower frequency, it really isn't fair if you are more awakened to keep those people close to you, because they might think that they care for you. They might think that they love you, even, but they can't possibly speak the same language as you because they're in a total different frequency. So if you're a higher evolved being with a higher state of consciousness, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're better than them, but it does mean that you're operating from a different level of understanding, essentially like a different language than them. So what they see love as is, it's just their perception, and you can't possibly effectively connect and integrate like that because you're just operating in two different systems at the same time. I hope that this is making sense to you. This looks like real life, because y'all, I try to keep it down. I try to drill it to the practical. When you're overgiving, when you are people pleasing, and again, I'm always going to keep it real with y'all, you you will avoid like truthful realities, truthful situations, telling people the truth about when they do things that don't really make you happy, or because you don't want to lose the connection, you don't want to make them upset, you don't want to, you don't want to cause those rifts in that connection, or you overgive of yourself. They don't even ask you to do things, so you overgive, or they do ask you to do things and it creates a bad situation for you, or it just isn't like in your best interest for whatever reason. You don't have enough time, you already are committed to do something else, you're tired, you don't want to go out and do that, or you're just feeling bad yourself and you just really need that time to yourself. Whatever it is, that is definitely signs that you're people pleasing for their approval versus just being real in your connection and being like, you know what, I'm just really not feeling well, or you know what, I really have different things to do. Or if they ask you to do something for them that you don't feel comfortable with, I really don't feel comfortable with you doing that. Just being real. It takes bravery to be honest, because people may choose to leave your life, but we have to get to the point where we understand if the choice is for them to remove themselves from our timeline, it is because they were supposed to have left. They're supposed to leave. And we have to be okay with that and understand that it's for our best interest. So what I would like for you to do today is to think about what it's like to live from a place of truth, of what truth really means for you. Like, think about your life, thinking about connections where you have situations like this, whether it's a job, your friends, loved one, family, where you have continually tried to seek approval from people in your life. You don't want the drama. You don't want them to leave. You don't want to be in conflict with them, but it has been to a disservice to you, where you have shrunk yourself, where you have avoided the truth, where it has caused you inconvenience, where you're not really happy with the connection, where, you feel like you're not really supported in the way that you have been. I just want you to do that. Just think that through, and then start thinking about what it will look like if you were just honest. Like, are you okay with living in that authenticity? Are you okay with what would happen with that? And do you believe in yourself to know that you are lovable, that you deserve to be held, that you deserve to be in a community that actually cares for you, and that you can't actually achieve that unless you start doing the work to clear out the static and the people that are not really in alignment to you. You can't, people who are actually in alignment with you can't come in when you're cluttered. So I love y'all. I hope that this has been helpful. Leave any comments in the chat. I'm so happy to hear from those of you who let me know that this is really helpful to you, that it resonates with you. That's why I am doing these messages. So please don't hesitate, and please feel free to share this or forward it with people in your life that are going through these types of things. Most of my talks, I'll call them talks, they focus on real life things that all of us are trying to navigate in our daily lives. Things that we only think about, most of us, unless we have like a therapist, like where we try to process these things, because these are hard conversations to have with other people, especially people close to us in our lives, because it's probably involving those people in our lives. And it doesn't mean that the answer is to automatically just remove people from our lives. It just means that the honest thing to do is to be truthful to those people. And you might find out that it was you that was getting triggered because you had a wound that you needed to heal. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother.